Hey folks, I'm Vixen. Today we're going to play Moon Hunters, a game by Kid Fox Games. It's an action RPG with pixel art which is probably going to melt your heart. The ambience and music are also really good. And it's meant to be multiplayer, but I would definitely just recommend you to play your first few runs solo, so you can, you will not be pushed forward, you will have time to just enjoy all of that. And we are going to make a new game. It's running a bit like, I'm not sure it's a good comparison, but I'm going to say The Way of the Samurai. You are going to go through a story, and you will learn different parts of it as you are going to finish it. So when you are going to finish the first story, you are going to unlock other parts, and you will be able to begin in another village, and you will be able to unlock new character or skins and stuff. So it's a game which is going to encourage you to do it multiple times. And I definitely encourage you to play it multiplayer when you will be familiar with the storyline. So I did not mention it, but we are also able to play online. It's a feature which is still on beta though, so it may crash and burn. Nonetheless, let's go back. We've got 6 different classes. We've got the Spellblade, the Ritualist, the Druid, the Witch, the Sun Cultist, the Songweaver, and that's pretty much all. And each of these are pretty different. We've got one which is based on his quickness, another one which is a ranged. The Druid the type is wild, but it's much more a class which is going to be around kitting your enemies and dealing damage from afar. The Witch is a bit of a mix between a mage and a warrior. She's going to use some kind of laser beam to dispose of her enemy, but she's also able to make some kind of dash which is also an assault. And then we've got the Sun Cultist, which I did not try yet. I could do that now. And the Songweaver, which I do not have. It's a support, but we'll need to see what it's going to do. Nonetheless, let's just go and try the Cultist. Or maybe I should just go with one I know better to begin with, so I can explain you the mechanics better. So let's go with the Spellblade. It's fairly easy to play with the Spellblade, and it's very powerful. So I can choose a skin, and as we are going to advance through the game, we are going to be able to unlock more. We are going to go with this guy, and I'm just going to switch his name, and we should be ready. Let's just do it that way. So at first you've got only the desert trap where you can begin, but as you are going to advance through the game, you are going to unlock different kind of village, and you will also unlock different kind of biomes.
Perhaps you've met them in a dream. The heroes that walked among us. Their stories taught us how to endure difficult times. For generations, we looked to them for strength, for guidance. Journeys end, but stories live on. Long ago, in this land we call Asaria, our heroes were just travelers trying to find a way home.
Alright, so I just shut up because the cutscenes are just very good. I like these. Anyway, I was speaking about the biome. We were going to begin in the desert, but as we're going to complete the game several times, we're going to unlock new biomes which are going to allow us to go a bit further on the map. So let's just begin. So we are nearly out of water. We need to find somewhere to camp before the first moon feast tomorrow. And let's see, are we going to get attacked? We are sometime. So no, I'm going to be able to show you a few things. So we are going to play with 3 different attacks. We've got a very swift attack, a slashing attack here, which is when you are going to make a combo of 3 attacks on an enemy, it's going to unleash some kind of tornado. We've got a little dash, which is going to allow us to avoid the hits, and I've got a stun attack as well. And it's pretty important to stay away from your enemy, or at least to not let them eat you, because the life can just go very quickly out. So let's just advance a bit and show you a bit of combat. Oh, I've got even more life here. And this guy here is not aggressive, and as a matter of fact, as you are going to advance through the game, you will be meeting a situation where you will be able to recruit pets, and these can be just not attacking enemies and just following around, but you can also get some which are going to be which are going to be fighting with you and helping you through the boss and stuff. So it can be very, very handy. And where are they? They should be around. So we've got our first event here, I believe. Yes. And I think there is a few enemies around, usually. Oh, I think it's the first time I see two of these little guys. So is there no enemies on this map? No, not likely here. Anyway, we're going to talk to the guy here. So you hear a strange sad chanting. It seems to be echoing from deep in the well. A pack of belonging has been left outside. So this is one of the choices I was speaking about. If I choose one of these, I'm going to increase one of my stat, and I'm going to call out to see what the guy is doing. So, oh hello, is it safe to come out? Have the whole of death passed back behind the mountain? I think there is no danger here, so let's just say yes. And the man crawls out of the well with a smile. You feel a bit more compassionate here. Oh, thank you for good tidings, friends. Perhaps I'll see you at the first moon feast tomorrow, where there will be no calamities. Yes. Okay, so I've been upgrading my character by adding him a little trait. So now I've got repression here. I'm compassionate here. And as you can see, I've got 6 skills. I've got endurance, spirit, strength, intellect, face, and charm. And with the character I've got, putting a few points in strength is a good idea because it's going to deal a lot more damage. Nonetheless, I've got also a currency over there. I've got 10 something. I don't really know. I don't remember the currency it is. And I can see my attacks, my different attacks. And as we're going to progress through the game and unlock new, let's say, upgrade, we're going to be able to see them around here. Okay, let's go back. I could exit this one already, but I'm going to go around, see if we can find a little fight or something. Okay, a bit more of these. Oh, this is where opal, the currency is opal in this game. I just remembered as I saw these. So the sea beyond stone. When I feel lost, I pray in general direction of the Silver Sister and the Pearl Dancer. They guide my path to my next holy sculptor. And okay, you know what? I'm just going to get out quickly because this is not going to give us any combat here. But we are going to go and reach another place which is very, very important in the game. We are going to reach the camp, and the camp is going to give us another way to upgrade our character. Alright, so we've got a little resume of what happened here, and it's going to give us a bit of insight of what we've been getting, like the compassionate trait. And I did not mention it, but every single map is going to be different. You will find different events and stuff. I've been meeting plenty of events which were not in my first run with this guy. So here we can decide what skill we want to update. There is a little icon on each of these activities, and obviously I'm going to go for the hunt, but I could just increase my intellect here with my face. I could increase my charm and my endurance here, and there is 4 available slot here for your friends as well, and you can keep the watch here and just upgrade your endurance and face. Let's go for the hunt here. So Vynxar goes hunting and brings back some tasty meat, and it's going to give us 5 in strength and 2 in spirit, and it's all the time different here. Oh, Rafik is there as well, greeting wise one. I come seeking your counsel. I have stargazed for days and seen only chaos. According to my calculation, the Queen of Heaven has ridden her child to another world. What will convince her to return? I think I'm going to go with actions. But I am not so handy with my staff as a weapon. Perhaps my daughter can train me in fighting. Rafik wander off into the darkness. And we've got a bit of bravery and spirit. And I think bravery was a skill. Reputation maybe. So let's back up, we are nearly home. And here we arrive on the map. So for now we've got only 2 destinations, but as we are going to advance through the, let's say, the storyline, we're going to be able to unlock many, and we will be able to travel pretty far from the place we are to other places on this map, which is quite big if you just think that every single location is going to be a little map, and you can make plenty of these little dots on this map. Okay, so here we arrive at the village, and we're going to talk to the kind of the merchant. She's going to allow you to upgrade your skills. Ah yes, a hero of the age. That's you, certainly, yes, especially when you spend your opals. So let's see, where are we going to go? Ah, I'm missing 3. I could find them in the village, I think, because reduction in stamina for the dash is very useful. So let's see. One over there, another one. Yeah, it should be good. Oh, I missed one, a mistake. But I should find one very, very soon. Yes, just over there. And let's go for it. The first one is very easy to buy, but the other one are going to cost a bit more. And which one do I want? This one is very good also. I don't know what to choose. I should probably go both, but let's go with the stamina first. No, the momentum. It's going to allow us to dispose of enemy a lot faster. Okay, let's get in there. As I was saying, just listen to the music. It's just awesome. Okay, let's talk to her. Simon ignore you deep in prayer. Let's see if we can do something with the statue here. So never forget Enkidu, the monkey, blessed in victory by the Queen of Even. Inspiring. Oh, nice. A bit of strength and intellect. I don't know, but I think this is probably related to my first playthrough of the game. I played as Enkidu, and I really like it. So maybe there is a few things which are going to evolve as you are going to advance through the game and do multiple runs. Okay, so Amisha the kid keeper. One of the kids was born with the mark of the sun on his back. I haven't told anyone. What if we were cursed? What should we do? Let's just watch Kit. She looks relieved and agrees easily to wait and see. Okay, can I talk to the cat? Because I know there is a cat in the game which is going to teach me how to speak to animals. I did not met him yet. Good bones mender. I have some delicious leafy shots and herb to sell, but you'll need at least 50 opals to buy them from me. I don't have any. I can find a few, but I will not find 50. There is no way I can find 50 here. So Damu the camel boy. The first moon feast is going to be the best. Cake everywhere. And we cannot obviously talk to the camel yet, but we will at some point. And Rafik is still there. When the twin oars of the pale dancer fly by sunlight and ill wind blows. So there is definitely something dreadful which is going to happen. And let's look at the statue here. The Queen of Heaven spread her wings over the Dustfall village. And the Dustfall says the moon is the rightful ruler of the cosmos and all its creatures. They say she echoes in the law of our consciences. And I get a bit more. Then we've got Grisha, mother of 3, and there aren't you curious, soft-hearted one too. I hear just oh I like them. But let's just distract her. I should have guessed you'd have your share of admirer. Sorry to bother you, sweetie. You have a good feast now. I think we've been getting maybe not most of it. Maybe let's talk to Kubele, the witch, which is a playable character as well. I was chosen to be the Seeker's apprentice. I hope I can learn the blood art well enough to deserve the honor. So she's the one which is using the laser. And this is symmetry here. Okay, let's go and... oh, Did I know? Under the feast of the moon. And I'm ready. This is a seeker. Alright, let's get started. The village has been looking forward to this.
The village gathered to feast and watch the moon rise. Everyone sang into the darkness to welcome the full moon. But she didn't rise. The singing stopped. Panic spread across the village.
Everyone be calm. This must be a part of the goddess. Now we're just mesmerized by the cutscene. Sorry. So Vynxar, you've been our protector in past years. Near past. What do you plan to do to bring back the moon? I'm going to ask the other tribes because I've been trying to find the priestess already. Okay, so maybe the Sun cult is to blame. Surely. And let's get out of here. I'm not going to be going very far into the scenario. I'm going to just show you a few more maps and we'll just switch to another guy. So the spirits speak in a tongue that sounds like the wind over the sand. And that's pretty much all of it. Okay, let's go. So as you can see, we've got a lot more destination here, and each destination is going to give us a few infos. So if I go there, I know there is a merchant which is going to allow me to buy stuff. Here there is only an ancient cave, which probably is going to be interesting. This one is going to be dangerous, so we'll find enemies which are going to be a bit stronger. There is also going to be a merchant here. And you know what, I'm going to show you a bit of the mountain, because this is a biome we are going to unlock at some point, but which is not available in the beginning. And we'll probably find enemies which are going to be much stronger. And maybe we'll get more opals. We can find ingredients which are going to allow us to cook a few things, but not that often. Oh, yeah. Okay, just be careful. And I can see the little tornado is very efficient. It's really a game where you need to move very. Oh, look at that! This is the last playable character, I think. The young priestess sings the ballad of worship of to the sister. You don't know the song. Let's just listen to it. I could dance. Let's listen. She started her feet until she completed the song, listening rapidly to each note. You seek the four-faced goddess, as I do. Perhaps if we can find her ancient temple, we may find answers. Should we search together? Let's do it. I'll pack up my thing and meet you at your camp tonight. Then after my evening prayer, Silver Sister's blessing on you. Oh, interesting. And we've got a cave over there. Let's just take a look. What do we have in there? So, know me. Light tickling brushes at the edge of your consciousness. You then fool, then crescent. This is the order. It was never meant to be a secret. Our intention merely wandered. So this is an event I never did. So this is pretty interesting to be able to discover new things each time you are going to go through the game. Pretty much the same. Oh, maybe not. Mulberry's taste of the time before I was an egg. Oh, before any monkeys climbed the tree, before there were 3 mulberries. There are plenty of these guys. Silk out Empress. Look at how beautiful this creature is. The sister out welcome you. Soon it will be time for us to follow our creature to a new world, or perish in the attempt. Even are so sweet, like little puppy, unable to see what came before, only hearing what others say. And this little guy here, Silkwood daughter, is it true that monkey people think they were made by the creature? We've got even more. Tinka. How strange and sad to eat the flesh of other children of the goddess. Perhaps that anger is a curse from the sun, like our anger for flame. Do we have more? Oh crap, it was the exit. My mistake. Anyway, we're going to go a bit further. I'm going to try to advance into the direction of the tree. So let's go for the arid waste. We'll try to find the honey here. So there is often a little mini-boss in these levels. So we may find one here. And let's talk to these guys. The whipping and gnashing of the spirit tickles, fizery at the edge of your mind. So let's just observe them. After watching the spirit for a time, you notice each is marked with a crescent moon. Soon after, the holy dead sink into the sand and return to the underworld. We've got a bit of strength and intellect. And let's see what we can find. We're probably going to meet enemies which are going to be a bit stronger over there. Okay, so we've got snakes and hyena. And I did not dash into the right direction here. A bit of life, and I can dispose of these as you may see. So these little things are not very dangerous. Oh, see, there is a little shadow behind me. This is because as I eat my enemy, I get faster, and it's allowing me to make series of attacks which are very deadly. And surprise them whenever I can. So this thing is going to allow you to restore the life of your party when you are in trouble. You can just use it once though. I've been hit. Hopefully you've got time to just avoid many attacks of enemies. The animation are going to hint you that they are going to attack very well. Okay, a bit more of these guys. We may find a hive. There is often hive for these little guys. They are not very dangerous, but if they are numerous enough, they are going to be able to make a bit of damage. Okay, this area is done. Let's go further. I don't think I really need to go for the life here. But as I'm not going to come back... Oh, there is a few more enemies, so let's just deal with them before I go through the life. Okay, it's worth it now. Okay, just come on. Am I not able to take this? Oh yes, I can. Let's use this. I can revive party member as well. Where's this one? Alright, let's go further. Oh, this should be the boss. So let's go for it. So what kind of enemy are we going to be facing? So we've got a cultist of the sun here. And as we are going to kill them, there is going to be more. But it's not a boss which... Oh, we've got a lion as well. This one is dangerous. Not as much as it would be with other classes, which are not meant to be attacking in close combat, but nonetheless, it can deal quite a lot of damage. More snakes. Let's grab these. More hyenas. Do we have anything to interact with around? Because sometimes there is. Especially at sometimes there is the corpse of a snake, which you can try to. It's not the corpse. It's just a wounded snake, which is going to give you a new pet if you just mend it. It would be nice to be able to show you one of these pets. So let's just go around and see if I did not let anything behind. Alright, let's see this little passage here. I did not. Search it. And what do we have? I don't have enough opals to do any kind of upgrade except for the dash. I would probably need to... Oh, so I was speaking about the snake, but I don't know if I can actually mend it. I must do something. I will try to hit it quickly. And now, you know, it's going to follow me, so I've got a little bit which is going to help me in my fighting here. Okay, so it's pretty nice that we are able to stumble on this little event, because it was not something which was a sure thing. Okay, let's just exit here. And then I think maybe we're going to do one more event now. We'll just switch to the class to show you all how they work all. Because we've got probably a little event which is going to happen in the camp here. So we've got two people here. We've got the song weaver here. The preacher sing of eternal companionship, her voice float to you as if from half-forgotten dreams. You haven't... okay, so we do have the last character now, so I will be able to show you this one as well. Nice. And if I talk to her, I should probably unlock something. So, sometimes I feel lost, directionless without the moon to guide me, nothing tell me what to do. What do you use to find your way? So the first time I've been meeting her, I said instinct, and I unlocked her skin. So let's go with maps first to see what she's going to say. I found it that Hazy. Perhaps we should pray that the Queen of Heaven find a map to find her way home. It seems to be working the same. Okay, maybe it's not the same. Alright, so maybe I'm going to take advantage of the fact that you can save when you are in camp, so I'm going to exit and we're going to take a look at the other classes because they are all playing differently. So let's make a new game. I'm going to go with the other one I know, which is the Druid. Let's go with that color. And let's go through it. I'm going to skip the cinematic and we're going to begin in the mountain. Alright. So here is Enkidu, and this one here is going to play with this little attack which you need to aim properly, but it's very efficient to deal with this projectile here. Just need to be able to kill them all and move the ray well enough so you can just touch everybody. I've got also a little root attack which is going to slow them down so much. You can only have one at the beginning, but then you can have more when you are going to upgrade your character. And I've got also the wolf form, which is going to allow you to go very, very fast, and you will be able to do close ranged attack, which are going to be very powerful. Nonetheless, let's go, because the that class, it can be pretty fragile, so you need to be careful. Let's study it. And it's going to give me a bit of wisdom and intellect. So I'm going to be able to do a bit more damage here. No, let's just shoot them all. When you play this class, it's a bit more like a shoot them up. You just need to be careful not to get hit too much. And you need to be very careful not to let them approach, because these guys are not very dangerous, but when you are going to fight enemies which are just going to be a bit more close combat, you will really need to keep them afar if you don't want to get smashed. Let's see what we've got. I think this is an event which is very often there on the first level. What do we have here? Okay, let's hurry towards exit. Let's go into the wall form. As you can see, it's burning very quickly the energy. Nonetheless, it's allowing you to go very fast also. Okay, let's go for camp. And let's try to find a few more enemies which are going to be dangerous. And you know what, I'm going to show you the cooking stuff. So we can unlock maybe a new element. I don't know if I got any. I do have a few which are going to be going together. So what do we want to go for? I've been unlocking the flatbread by just mixing the flour and the water. Maybe I could go with, let's say, a bit of bread and a bit of honey, just to see what's going to happen. And what are we going to unlock? A cookie, nice. And let's go for the feast. I'm going to try to maybe skip it. I do have enough to unlock 2 things. I've got the overgrowth, which is going to allow us to make 2 of these, you know, these root spell. And then I've got aerodynamic, which is going to throw leaf in a narrower, longer circle, an arc. So both are very interesting also. So let's go with this one. Is going to allow me to survive longer, even though I'm going to be dealing less damage. It's not less. It's not as much of an issue when you are going to play multiplayer, but when you are playing solo, you need to be very careful with what you are going to ask. Okay, so as you can see, the villages are very different. I'm not going to spoil too much. I'm going to get out of here. If I can. Okay, I'm just going to skip it quickly. Let's talk to the village elder, chief. Maybe the chief. Yes. And let's skip it quickly. And let's go to our next destination here. And where are we going to go? We've got some kind of march over there, or we could go to Kuram, but it's going to be a city, so I'm not going to show it to you, so you can just discover it by yourself. So we've got a spirit gate here, or let's go to the march here. It's going to be a new biome to see. Okay, so what kind of enemy are we going to find here? The tablet over there. So we are a bit wiser now. And we got a merchant here, which is not going to be such an help because I don't have any more money. I need to find more. Oh, just a bit more here. Now here they come. So I can use that to slow them down. Oh, come on. Not cool because I've got enemies which are very dangerous in front of me here. Let's just kill the snake first because they are pretty fast. And then we've got an enemy which is going to be interesting to deal with because... Oh, what is going on with that guy? He seems to be unaffected by my slowdown area. I'm just going to go for another one here. And we're going to go backward so I can recover these. And when these guys are going to be dead, I will be dealing with the last one, which is most difficult to deal with because there is some kind of shield in front of it, and we need to wait for it to just go toward us to attack him from behind. And the best way to do it is to do it in wolf form, and do that this way. It's a lot easier. So let's go a bit further on this level. I've got one more. Let's just wait for him to come that way, and I'm going to do the same. So I need to be careful. Now let's go back to regular form because I don't have so much. Oops, I was not really... Ouch. Okay, let's do it again that way. Hopefully they're giving a bit of life back. Oh, these guys are just too fast for me. Let's go, and 2 of these are going to be slowing them down well enough. Alright, so you see it's very different gameplay. It's a bit harder to play Enkidu alone. So I've got more of these guys. Let's just deal with them. Come on. Hurry. It's going to give me plenty of time to deal with them. Maybe not enough. Maybe not enough. Okay. Now we are going to be able to deal with this guy with our little wolf form. That's quite boring to be possible to deal with, and let's go forward. We can enter in these little grottos. Oh, we've been entering already one. My mistake. Got a bit of these. This grotto was protected by... Okay, come on guys. Let's slow down a bit on the aggressivity. Crap, I'm not able to deal with this guy yet. Oops. Just finish him quickly. Okay, I've been a bit bold on this one, but it was necessary. More of these. Crap. Let's go quickly forward. And we should probably go that way. Oh, we've got more snakes and stuff. Oh, it's very, very dangerous here. Let's just not let them approach too much. I can deal with plenty of these guys, but I need to keep them away. Okay. Oh, no, don't come closer. I need you to stay away. Okay, they're all dead. I've got a bit of money over there. And let's keep going forward. Alright. Most of the time the exit is on the right. This is why I'm just rushing toward it. Oh, even more. And there is even some kind of yeti here, which is using stones to try to obligate me to get out of his way. Oh. So many enemies here. I need to be out of his way. Nope. Don't do that. Crap, he got me. Okay, this guy seems to be a bit too big for me. Is he not? Some kind of gorilla, maybe? Oh, he's using these pretty efficiently. Okay, let's get out of here. I will deal with him another day. Let's just run through this area. Yes, let's go. And I'm going to show you another class quickly. Okay, let's do the squid again. Yes. And let's go for something else. We've been saying... we're just going to delete them all. So let's delete, and delete. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you maybe the... which one is going to be the most different. Let's go for the Sun Cultist, because I don't know this one. And let's keep him in yellow. And we're going to begin in the Wolf Clan. And let's just skip. Okay, Sargon here. And let's see what kind of attack he's got. So he's got a Chakram Skype, so he's basically rendered. No, it's not rendered, it's melee, and it seems to be pretty fast. Then we've got some kind of attack, like a meteor, which is going to burn everything around. And we've got some kind of dash to the front, but it's going to damage enemy as well. Okay, he's pretty fast, but he's not repelling enemies. And if I was to use that, am I in trouble when I'm in there? No, I don't really care about the flames. Good to know. Okay, so we're going to use plenty of area of effect spells. And I'm going to get killed pretty fast, it seems, because I really don't know how to play this one. Come on, leave me alone. I could use a dash to leave them behind. Okay, I'm kind of dead. It will be a bit faster. So when you die, you go back to the camp. It's going to prevent you from getting all the points you could get by using the event on the maps. So basically it's going to slow down pretty much, and I did not show you that, but there is a point at the game where the time is going to be limited, so you won't be able to just grind and all. So let's go and switch character. I'm going to go for the Song Weaver, which seems to be also very interesting. Oh, I need to finish the game first, so I will need to do it again. Anyway, let's go for the Ritualist. It's a rendered character as well. And she seems to be pretty powerful. And let's go with the Wolf Clan again. So we'll be in a different background here. Okay, so that one is going to be able to shoot very fast projectiles, which are going to be pretty powerful. She's got a little teleport, which is definitely handy, and she's got a very powerful attack like this to dispose of enemies. So let's go and advance. It's going to basically play a bit like Enkidu, except she's got no root attack, but she's dealing quite a lot more damage. So basically she's probably going to be dealing the most DPS through the enemies. And if you need to, you can just escape pretty fast. Oh, I need more energy if I want to deal with this guy. Okay, let's just wait for it. I'm going to use yes, so this one is going to prevent them from running toward you. And maybe hurt them a bit. Alright, let's just... come on, come back. I made a mistake here. And I can see these two spells together are working very well. Let's just do a few more. Oh, is it done? Okay, so we're just going to go through another character. Of course, these characters are going to be much more powerful as they are going to progress and just unlock other spells, so we are just getting a very quick overview of these guys. And here we go, the camp. So let's just check now the witch. I think it was the last one I can check. Yes, the witch. So here we go for Kubele, the witch. It's just going to channel blood magic. And it's not going to be so much of an issue if I just go back to that. We've been seeing plenty of forest and a bit of mountain as well. So, Kubele is going to attack with some kind of spear, though it would, I would not call that a spear. There is a particular name for this kind of attack. Some kind of fork, but I don't know. Anyway, so she's got a very fast attack with this. Then she's got a little dash to the front, which is going to also hurt your enemy. And she's got a powerful laser, which is, I don't know, it's a blood magic laser or something. And let's just try this on a few enemies. So do we have any around? Or are we on a map without some? Okay, no enemy in this one. A shame. We won't be able... I'm going to go for another one so we can try and fail to use properly. Because I've been mostly playing with Enkidu and the Spellweaver. Okay, let's go and camp. I'm pretty sure she will need to be... Maybe not, maybe she's not going to use only strength, maybe she will also be using intelligence, because she's got a melee skill, but she's got also a ranged skill. I don't know. Let's just try to go with... let's see, let's just stargaze. So we'll get a bit of intelligence and face. And... we need to go quickly through this. Let's just go and grab some skill, if I can. I cannot, but I will be able to very soon. If she... Oh, I don't really need the life, but I need the... opals, come on guys. Oh, look at that. Yes, it's definitely linked to the thing I've been doing before, because this little pet here was the one I've been unlocking with Enkidu at first, so I cannot speak to her. Okay, do I have enough now? Yes, I do. Let's unlock something. So increase stamina when you eat, and we've got blood charge, use less stamina. Let's go and increase stamina. And let's talk to the elder. Yes, we are ready. I'm going to ask the other tribes. Okay, let's get out of the village. And we're going to go for this place because it seems to be interesting. I've never been to the port, so let's see if there is... Or maybe it's a city. No, it's not. So good for us. Just burn these guys to the ground here. Okay, so this character is very powerful against this kind of enemy, which do not have so much life. And what else do we have around here? A bit of opals, nice. Plenty of opals, as a matter of fact. Let's see what we're going to find. Oh, look at that. It's pretty nice. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to use this little place to conclude the video. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please leave a like, a comment or subscribe. And until next time guys, have fun!